I kinda don't care for zombies. The Walking Dead, Zombieland, World War Z, Shaun of the Dead, they're all just meh.
M-E-H. Meh.
Well, Korea was okay, and I love Zombieland Saga. Maybe the problem is I'm a weeb. Well, that makes perfect sense, because I recently watched Zom 100 and actually really liked it. This series killed it right out the gate for me. With its fun premise, creative directing, animation, it's great. And I recommend you watch it, because I'm going to spoil it. Like the video and sub to the channel. Zom 100 is an insane story that follows an overworked salaryman named Tendo Akira. He gets no breaks or time off, always at the office being yelled at or talked down to. His work crush is the CEO's mistress. He looks dead. Everything around him is just so unfortunate. This was his dream job, but after 3 years of this crap, he starts losing it. All he wants is any reason not to go to work, to sleep and never wake up again. He even considers jumping in front of a train. Literally any reason. Then he finally gets the perfect excuse. A f***ing zombie apocalypse. Planes crashing, explosions, people dying, zombies left and right. It's a nightmare. But all he's thinking about is how he doesn't have to go back to work. Akira literally starts to see the world much differently. It's now so full of color. Skies are blue, trees are green, blood is bright red. This dude's vibing. And after biking through zombies to go confess his feelings to his zombie crush, and also toss his zombie boss out the window and quit, with the power of insane animation, he gains a new outlook on life. Zombies or not, he has freedom now, and doesn't want to waste a second of it. So he gets a marker, notebook, and starts a list. 100 things to do before becoming a zombie. Of course, there's someone who's the complete opposite of Akira, a risk analyst, Shizuka. She has a list called 100 things to do to avoid becoming a zombie. Things like secure food and water, acquire a sustainable energy source, maintain mental stability, regular exercise, stuff like that. She considers the possible risk in everything she does. Unlike Akira, she doesn't really like him, because when they first met, he risked everything for beer, rather than more sensible supplies, which is a no-no for her, so she declined his offer to exchange contact information, then displayed her quick thinking and badassery by saving him from a speeding truck and zombies at the same time. And that was the moment Akira, the weebs, and myself fell in love with her. Don't worry pal, we'll get her next time. There's still Kensho. He's Akira's best friend from college. He was the funny guy on his rugby team. A smooth-talking, buff Chad who likes to strip naked. The life of the party. Akira figured he must be alive, so he gave him a call, and turns out he's alive, locked in the bondage room at a love hotel, with a zombie. Hey, that's pretty freaky, Kensho. He's surrounded by zombies just outside the door, so Akira goes and rigs a car horn to honk and lure the zombies away, which also saves this guy. I wonder if we'll see him again. Then the zombies came back because Akira loudly burst into tears while apologizing for an argument they had the last time they saw each other. So they ran to the roof for safety, and while Kensho is freaking out, Akira jumps to the next building without hesitation. Kensho is pretty scared to jump, so before he becomes a zombie, he apologizes to Akira for the same argument they had, then reveals his longtime dream of becoming a stand-up comedian. So Akira tells him to start his dream now and jump across. Inspired, Kensho leaps across to his new life, while stripping naked mid-air, then barely makes it and scraped his nads on the way up. Then later that night, they camp out on Akira's roof. Just two bros, drinking together, naked. Yeah, that's how it's done. So the episodes mostly revolve around things on Akira's list. like ride a motorcycle, grow a cool beard, at-home camping, get a solid gold watch, or wine and dine a flight attendant. And they conveniently get trapped in a store with 3 of them, Reika, Maki, and Yukari. Also this older man. He has no name. And with nothing to do, they drink to get to know each other. Then Akira gets sick after trying to impress everyone, so Yukari goes to comfort him, because she's really nice. She has a boyfriend. Man, get friend-zoned. And Kensho hit it off with Maki, so they go and have 2 rounds of alone time. During all that, the older man turns into a zombie, and then turns Reika, then Reika turns Maki, and sadly, while Yukari and Akira are having a heart-to-heart about their dreams, the man attacks and bites her. And in her final moments, she thanks Akira, while pushing him away for safety. Then Akira wants to remember his childhood dream. Turns out it's to become a superhero, so he goes to an aquarium to get a diver's suit, which is strong against shark bites. That's pretty big brain for zombie bites. After acquiring the suit and becoming Aki Ranger, he takes on a pack of zombies while Kensho leads a group of people into the aquarium. Among the group was Shizuka, and she still doesn't like Akira, or understand why he would risk his life for strangers, or dress like this. She thinks he has an inferiority complex. Oh, tsunderes. And she declines his offer to exchange numbers again, because his recklessness puts her at risk. That's fair. Anywho, there's a giant walking shark zombie. Oh, what? And while everyone runs for safety, some girl who keeps freaking out pushes Shizuka out of the way, leaving her for dead. Wow, bro, that's such a Kobeni moment. Well, Aki Ranger heads out to save her, jumping out of a vent and punching the shark. Then Shizuka formulates a plan to send a jolt of electrical charges to its head, to confuse it. So while Kensho distracts the shark the only way he knows how, Shizuka throws Akira batteries so he can punch it and shock it. What an anime thing to do. Then later on, she starts to warm up to Akira, because he has that nice guy riz, you know? And she finally gives him her number. Another thing on his list is to go home and see his parents, so they go and get an RV, which is also on his list. And wouldn't you know it, Shizuka is there to do the same thing, and she declines Akira's offer to join them yet again. But while taking their sweet time looking at every RV, they're surrounded by zombies, so they ended up picking one at random, and Shizuka ends up going with them anyway. Then while on the road, their tires get blown out by spikes, and Kensho wipes out. Turns out it was Akira's old boss Kusagi who stopped them. Then he offers them a safe place to stay and treatment for Kensho's injuries, in exchange for 2 days of labor. So Akira busts his ass carrying cargo, gets verbally abused, and manipulated into thinking he owes Kusagi. He's so traumatized by this man, he's okay with all of it, and wants to stay to work for him. He forgot about his newfound freedom, so Shizuka helps him snap out of it. And then Akira finally tells this man off, which is also on his list, but then zombies got into their facility, so being the nice guy that he is, Akira gathers up the zombies and blows them up, saving everyone, including Kusagi. And thanks to Akira telling him off and saving everyone, all the people under Kusagi's control leave the facility. Haha, get f***ed. Now off they go to see Akira's parents. And that's it. Literally. So unfortunately, Zom 100 has been having some production issues, so they've been delaying episodes like crazy. At the time of writing this, there hasn't been a new episode, which sucks, because this series is a fun spin on the zombie genre, and I'm enjoying it so far. This new studio is doing a great job, despite the delays. The directing is well thought out, with creative shots and seamless transitions between scenes. I mean, right here when Akira's whole world opens up, he literally tears off the black bars from the aspect ratio. Or the use of lighting in this scene. Akira is standing in the sunlight while the clouds start to cover Kensho, because he's giving up and making his peace. Then they're both lit up once Akira convinces him to jump across. It's a great use of lighting for such an emotional scene. On that note, the animation is fantastic. Movements are fluid and expressive, like this entire scene with Akira taking on the shark zombie. Every frame is so well choreographed. It's really impressive. I also like the choice to make the blood splatter colorful. It makes the world more vibrant, despite, death on every corner. Man, it probably smells horrible everywhere. The characters, or at least the main characters, are charming and likable. The VAs are killing it, Kanabun is killing it with the OP. I like how there's scenes from the previous episode each time. So far, Zom 100 is great, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what else this series will bring. They're setting up Shizuka's past, and I want to see how it'll pay off. I'm really hoping Akira's parents are okay. Also, this girl, who and where is she? Big Oppai samurai chick? Yes, please. I'm asking for a friend. But seriously, I'm enjoying this. I hope everyone is. And if you haven't seen it, check it out. And I'll come back with a part 2 once the season is over. So, to be continued. Have a good one. Peace.